All right, so we're just plastic surgery.
Yeah.
I guess group chat has gotten big enough that the guys are, we're having a conversation about
It's
plastic
nose
surgery.
job time.
Yeah.
Anna got a nose job.
I got a nose job.
You're
D's
talking
in
about
line
nose
for a
job.
nose job. I'm getting a nose job.
Yeah.
D's getting new ears.
Yeah. I need an ear job and a nose job.
Yeah. D's getting a new face.
So what we were talking about was a deviated septum. D got sick, has congestion. And I asked him right before the pod started, I was like, have you gone to Deepak? Deepak was on the pod after I got my surgery.
Yeah.
And I was like, go to him. And you clearly did.
Yeah. So I went to this other doctor who I told you was like a bit of a snake oil salesman. And I have a breathing problem. I'm an open mouth breather.
Right, because you have asthma too, right?
I have asthma. I'm an open mouth breather. And like, if you like sit next to me, like my wife sleeps next to me,
You're like a
you
French
probably
bulldog.
think I'm dying.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Do you snore?
So I do when I like in like very deep sleep, I snore. Not every night.
Right. Because
Because
your mouth is wide open. So
but my mouth's wide open.
You got it.
And do you sleep on your back? Because that's a snoring thing. You have to be on your side to not snore.
I'm a stomach sleeper.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Just have your face in the pillow.
You're suffocating yourself.
Literally, like a newborn baby. Man, you gotta watch you when you sleep.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Gotta
It's
turn
called
him every.
SIDS.
Yeah, literally. He's gonna have SIDS at 40, whatever.
I've always known I've had a breathing problem because obviously I have asthma, but now as I've gotten older, it's like affecting my life.
Right.
And I have bad allergies, and a lot of that is part of the reason why, like, your deviated system is basically like your nose is not allowing for air to flow through.
Right.
So Deepak, who's a good friend, Dugar, he is like one of the best, kind of surgeon in this area.
In the nose.
In the world.
In the world, yeah.
People all over the world come to see him.
He does nose jobs too, obviously.
No, that's his primary thing is nose jobs.
Right.
For the stars.
So isn't that the thing? You kind of hide a nose job behind a deviated septum surgery?
Yeah. So when we were younger, I remember in like middle school and high school, all the girls would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a deviated septum,"
but that's not covered by insurance
You
anymore.
come in here looking like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So, anyways, I went to a few doctors. So I have a lot of health issues right now.
Yeah, you're a mess.
I can't breathe.
Yeah,
Right?
can't hear.
I cannot hear. I'm literally fucking deaf right now.
Yeah, he said Josh scream.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Josh is 5 feet from him.
So our dad. So our hearing in our family is actually genetic.
But I think so.
Hold
Our
on.
dad. Hold on.
Our dad could not hear.
He pretended.
No, he
He heard when he wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And then
I know,
I
but
think when you've been
even-
married
even-
long enough, you pick up
No,
these skills.
He did pretend. He had
Yeah.
bad hearing, and it was debilitating just in the family, like talking to him. His mother had hearing issues. She wore a hearing aid. So it's like, it is genetic. There's a part of this is genetic that I just have to accept that it's not going to just get better.
So you're getting a nose job.
I'm getting nose job, hair job.
You're going to have a hearing aid, a nose job.
Yeah.
You're going to be breathing really well.
So
and then maybe I'll get Ozempic after that.
Yeah.
we
This is
had
good.
Deepak
You can
on
get
the
those
pod.
fake abs that Drake got.
Was it V170? What does Kendrick say? Something.
V12 is the fast one. Yeah.
That's a good one. I would do that.
Did you see the photo he posted recently?
No.
Where he's not that in shape, but he just has flawless abs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Right, whatever. Once I get the nose job, then it's
You
just
just gotta
all
go-
going to pile on.
And
I
might as
know
well just say,
It's the gateway. It's the gateway.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
there's a face guy in New York. That's next level.
What do I got to do with my face? I like my face.
He just kind of
That's-
like cleans up your whole face.
Like Brad Pitt goes to this guy. $250,000 to $500,000.
I know, but what? Like wrinkles
You
and
just
shit?
look. I
It's
mean,
all
look
of it.
at
You get
Brad
the
Pitt. He's
Jenner.
61.
I know, but
The
that's
Jenner
like,
treatment, you know?
yeah, but I don't have wrinkles yet.
Yeah,
No, it's not
and maybe
that.
it's a
It's like he
50th
probably
birthday.
like trims up the nose, takes care of the chin a little, just
Well,
fucking.
for me, anything related to my face is weight. Like I just have to lose
He'll probably
weight.
suck that out.
Well,
He said
that-
$250,000.
I know, but I can get Zempi for like 50 bucks a month.
Right.
But the face guy in New York, he's a
Well,
dude.
let's get the deviated septum and the hearing aid.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Not being able to hear, is one of the worst things in life.
Like, are you saying what a lot? Like in meetings and stuff?
It's so embarrassing. I just do not hear.
You just nod your head.
Yes. Yeah, like if you walked into my room, like I prefer to do Zoom meetings now because I can't hear in person.
Yeah.
So I had the volume so loud.
Yeah, that
If you
sucks.
heard how loud it was,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Plus, you can wear AirPods, right?
Yeah. And so I wear the AirPod 3s as a hearing aid all day.
So
Like when I'm
sucks.
out with my kids, when I go in the morning at home, my wife's like, you better have the AirPods on. Otherwise, you can't hear anything.
It helps. It really does help.
It's very bad for your marriage to have bad hearing.
well,
But
or
maybe
good.
good for you.
Yeah, it's great for me.
Yeah.
I sleep great.
Literally. just hanging out watching the game. And
Well, it's funny.
So the surgery you said September 8th.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had the exact same surgery.
What's the recovery?
You're fine by Wednesday. I went on a Monday
Yeah.
at 7 in the morning. I was home by 9:45. It's uncomfortable.
9:45 in the morning.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like an
you're
hour.
all
shift.
packed up.
You're packed up in your nose, stitches, and it's uncomfortable. I had zero pain.
Really?
Zero pain. And I asked Deepak because I hear all these horror stories of people who've gotten the same surgery. And Deepak's like, that's why I'm the best.
Yeah, I agree.
He just is probably just has magical.
And then Wednesday morning, I
skills.
showed up, got the stitches removed, and I was like, oh, I can breathe through both nostrils.
And then you're kind of free after that?
I recorded the pod that Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I know that?
He literally was like, why aren't you coming to me? I'm the best. I'm like, okay.
And then when could you work out?
No, so 7 days till you can do like light workout, and it's like 3 weeks till you could do like anything intense.
Yeah.
So-
So he
But that's like the
basically
only-
told me I can't travel for 5 days. So that week I'll just
It's 7.
whatever. I'm not flying on the weekend anyways, so it's
Yeah.
fine. And for me, I timed it because it's also the first Monday Night Football game of the season.
Well done. You're doing it on what day?
Monday.
Oh, you're doing it on that day.
Yeah.
Are you getting
You'll
the
go home and
first
just-
appointment, the 7 a.m.?
I don't think it was available. I asked, this guy's so fucking busy. I asked him, hey, do you have anything? I was like, I'm ready to do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes, summer? No chance. Like
Right.
he's booked.
You would think it's like more of a like
No, because
winter
summer,
thing.
it's like all the kids.
Who are off school.
So
Okay.
the hot thing with nose jobs, forget deviated septum.
Right.
The nose job is when the kids are on break so they can recover by the time they go back to school.
Because you would think like you do a little glow up in the winter, so you get to premiere
He
it
said
like at Coachella.
literally winter is his busiest and summer is his busiest.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because
Well, because people are off.
Yep.
people are off because
Yeah.
you can just chill
Yeah,
out.
You could take. It's easy to take off work, school, kids off.
That
blah,
makes
blah, blah.
sense. Okay. Well, you're opening the door.
Yeah.
And you'll look like an Indian Brad Pitt in a year.
Yeah, maybe
Next
I just
summer.
get, what if I get so addicted on Botox,
I know.
lip
You'll be at
injection?
They
stage
do all of it
coach.
there.
Yeah.
You'll be at
Maybe I'll
Stagecoach
just say,
next
okay,
year.
I'm here for 2 hours. Load me up.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if you saw, but there's a new trend, not really new, but where people are getting put to sleep to get tattoos,
Oh my God.
which is
That's
just
so scary.
and it's so scary, stupid, and just absurd. But like, it's kind of like, hey, I would have done this thing that would have taken me a few months of sessions, but
Just
instead,
knock it out.
Yeah, like get like 3 tattoo artists and let's all knock it out in one session.
That's so stupid.
You could do that with plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Just
Just
say,
be
hey,
like, I have this one day.
Right.
Knock it off.
I'm out anyway. There's football tonight. Just fucking take care of it all.
Go ham.
Yeah.
There's a mom actually that their kids at UCLA and they've been there for a while, and she was just saying like, I need a glow up.
Right.
And Deepak was kind enough, and I said I'll pay for it,
Right.
and he refused to take my money and did the full service, the glow up, the
glow up.
Botox, the
I think the glow up's probably addicting,
Yeah. Once you look good, you like
Yeah.
to stay looking good.
Yeah.
Who wants to look ugly?
I mean, I'll tell you, I got veneers and that pretty much changed, I think, the trajectory of my life.
Yeah, it really did.
You know? If I had my Ohio teeth right now, I would be in a totally different.
It's really interesting. Like I'm watching that with my children right now. Like their teeth, Miles' teeth are actually pretty good. Dominic's teeth are pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So these are retainers, this, that. And I'm like, man, if this guy's teeth gets fixed, he's out of here.
Yeah.
And because we're going to pay attention to it,
Yeah.
we're doing palate expanders. We're doing everything to help him so that, he has like great teeth.
Yeah, that's the key. If you start young, that's the problem. Is I just never did it when I was
Yeah.
a kid. I always complained to my parents.
Yeah.
Like I complained hard enough that I didn't do it, and then it just all stacks up.
Yeah. Well, it really goes back to like these little, like, my wife's like really on top of these things. And like, I sometimes find them annoying, like even our kids' allergies and breathing.
Right.
And now as an adult, I'm struggling to breathe.
Right.
And it fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. It catches you.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
happens
you're
fast.
gonna get addicted.
That's cool, man. I'm
Botox,
excited
Well,
for you.
here's
Yeah.
the thing that I don't really care how I look. I care how I feel. And I don't feel great.
But if you look good, you feel good.
Yes. That's what Dion says.
Yeah.
The only other thing I wanted to talk about, I did get a chance. It took me a few days, the last 3 days, right before here. My kids went to ice cream. So I was like, I got to finish watching Happy Gilmore 2.
Was it good?
Very controversial movie.
Yeah.
Portnoy hates it.
Okay.
I saw a lot of that. I
I'll
haven't
tell
watched
you.
it yet.
How old is Portnoy? 40s?
No, he's got to be 50s.
No.
It has to be, right?
No. He's
No.
got to be 46.
Yeah. Okay.
You
So-
think he's that young?
okay, whatever. He's near my age.
Josh, scream it.
Whatever. He's near my age.
48.
48. Okay. So I'm a person. So we talked about a
He's screaming because he can't
Last-
hear.
yeah, I can't.
Turn his mic
This is
down.
how I talk now, guys. Wake up. Our friend who passed, Matt Weiss, him and I used to watch, and
Happy Gilmore.
Ali Fakari, who listens to the pod, we used to watch. I used to watch Happy Gilmore once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Every single week, I
Yeah,
used to watch
Sandler's
that
the
movie.
best.
So you loved it then?
If I were to just turn on Netflix and I watch that movie, it's horrible.
Yes.
Not good.
That's what I imagine.
As someone, it was made for me.
Yeah.
Like people like me who grew up in
Just
the
a Sandler
suburbs
fan.
watching Adam Sandler grow up.
Like obsessed. Yeah.
And it was fucking perfect for that group of people.
Can you Google what Sandler made on the movie? It has to be some
I don't
gargantuan
think it's
number.
public.
What do you mean?
Like what they paid because
Probably 20
Netflix licensed it, right?
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be out though, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be public. It'd be guess. But I think the point is that like, so I'll tell you, I don't know if you guys have you watched it?
No,
You haven't watched it. It has the greatest cameos of any movie I've ever
Eminem's
seen.
in it. I know that.
Forget Eminem.
Eminem.
Every major golfer's in it.
Yeah, I see all the clips on like my golf
Bad
account.
Bunny is the caddy.
Really?
Yes. Travis Kelce is like the manager of a restaurant. Reggie Bush is on the bad guy team.
Wait, so how is it bad?
Because it's just like it's
The
like
script is-
You
vintage
just
ad-
named like the most famous people in
I
the
know,
world.
but like it's different. Like when you go watch these movies from the 90s, if you didn't grow up in that era, like if a Gen Z kid watched Happy Gilmore today, they would think it's stupid.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, Shooter is the star. Like they don't get it. Like everything is lit and gas and whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're
Gang,
what
gang.
they think is cool and what we thought was cool is
Totally
completely
different,
different.
yeah.
So do you think if Billy Madison came out today, it would bomb?
Bomb.
It might as well be a different language, I think,
Yeah,
to kids. Like I think it wouldn't even register.
it wouldn't register. It was a different era of schooling.
But
even.
then Top Gun resonated.
But it's so different. Top Gun.
That was like truly
That was
an
from the
outdated
80s.
movie.
I know,
though.
but you have to understand. Top Gun surface level is so basic.
Yep.
Billy Madison's a story about a rich kid who flunked and had to start school all over again, and all he cared about was playing hockey, drinking beer, and fucking girls.
Right.
That
Plus,
would
it
not
sounds-
resonate.
I don't know if this is right or not, but it sounds to me like Top Gun, they legitimately like, it felt modern. The script was modern. It was a great modern movie, even on its own. I think Billy Madison seems more catered towards fans of, or not Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, like catered towards fans of the old movie.
Yes. So like for me, it was funny because I had dinner with a few friends yesterday, and they're like, it's stupid, whatever. And I was like, I thought it was incredible
Right.
because it was literally what I wanted.
But why would Portnoy, who's 48, say it's the
Because
worst
it-
movie?
You're talking about it. It worked.
Yeah.
He's
I think
engaged with
really good
farming
at-
all day.
Yeah. I think that's what he's doing.
He knows his audience is me, like people like me who
Or
grew up-
he's trying to stay young?
no,
Because young people are going to hate
No,
Happy
he
Gilmore.
just wants engagement.
I think he just knows how to stir the pot,
yeah.
you because everyone's posting like clips of from Happy Gilmore and the cameos and all. There's so much hype that if you shit on it, you'll stir the pot. Like I think he just knows. It's not that he maybe doesn't like it, but I think he really knows how to stir the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of the original people from that movie who are still alive were in it.
Yeah.
Which is like
Is that big dude in it?
Big Dude's son.
Oh,
Did Big Dude die?
Yeah, I think he
I
died.
think
Yeah.
he passed.
A lot of Chubbs died. A lot of people died.
Yeah.
And his kids are
I
in
gotta
it,
watch
right?
it.
two
His wife is in it.
wife, daughters, and that's also like a hot take. Like some people don't like that, some people like that.
But that's his thing. He keeps his crew.
Mhm.
He always has the same homies.
Rob Schneider was in it.
David
What's
Spade or no?
Buscemi? Was Steve Buscemi?
Spade or no?
Spade was not in it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. David Spade was not in it.
Yeah.
But like
I gotta watch it.
it was good. Look,
I'm gonna watch it for sure.
I think specifically for our listeners that are OG Adam Sandler fans, you're
I
gonna
love
it.
him.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Okay, look, while we're talking about
Yeah.
generational differences
Yeah.
and things happening in certain generations,
Yes.
have you guys seen the T app?
I been following it.
It's been
I-
all the rage.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen the clips. So the T app basically, correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know more than I
A
do.
little bit. I don't know if I know more, but I'm tuned in because
You're
of my.
tuned in.
my
So
crew.
you put a man in
Yep.
and in a community. So
Yeah.
like,
Spill the tea.
And you like roast them. You give them like a bad Yelp review.
and all the women that are like, if you put in West Hollywood, they basically say like, oh, he cheated on this person. He
Right.
cheated on that person.
Or he
dated that-
ghosted me. He's toxic, whatever. And I think you can like search guys.
I think you should give a better description.
No, I think you just got it. I think it's just like essentially negative Yelp reviews for guys. I don't think it's really positive at all.
Yeah.
And I think that it's if you're dating someone or you match with someone like on a dating app, you can look them up on the T app. But it was number 1 on the App Store
Yeah.
and like super viral on TikTok. And then
Got hacked.
got hacked. Karma.
Yes.
And now, so they expose like, I guess you do like you put your driver's license and take a
A
selfie
selfie.
to verify that you're real. And they leaked all of that.
So
And there's,
4chan,
there's a site now that is allowing you to rate all the women who selfies are
Oh,
leaked.
so
good.
4chan,
Game over.
Yep.
4chan, which is like a hacker group, is the one that was like, fuck this, we're hacking it.
Yep. It's so bad. I mean,
And all the women that are on there, their info's leaked.
Yep.
Driver's license,
and someone
address.
made like a map where you can search their like address.
Yeah.
Because based on their driver's license, it's wild. But I will say, I mean, I'm not saying that that's good, but like, if you make some toxic shit, you got bad karma.
So I think, yeah, I agree. I think like dating right now, I can imagine it's incredibly difficult because of social media. And then you add in the layer of like, there's like a huge divergent in political beliefs between young men and young women.
Right.
And then you add this app into it, it's fucked.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what the thing is?
Because there's a video of a very attractive woman that went viral. Basically, she went out, she got dressed, looking great, and pretty girl. And she was like, "No, nobody talked to me, nobody hit on me."
Yeah.
And it's because society went the other way, where like, my demographic, my age, which was just less than 20 years ago,
Yep.
you go out and guys and girls would just talk to girls would come up to guys would come to girls, you would hit on each other, whatever. That I think in certain places, I think in like 75% of the country, it's probably still the same.
Yeah.
And that's happening normal.
Yeah.
25% of the country, it may be weird now. Like people are not doing it as much as they used to.
Yeah.
And now it's like having this like adverse effect where like some people are like, how am I going to meet my mate if I can't?
Right.
You know
Talk to me.
what I struggle about this is maybe we're just a different generation because we know plenty of married folks. We know plenty of people in serious relationships. We've
Right.
seen breakups. We've seen divorces. And when someone confides in me, I keep my mouth fucking shut.
Yeah, I think now that it's like popular to tell like dating horror stories and stuff. And so I think that some people are scared that like they're going to go on a date and the girl's going to make a TikTok about them, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's like it's almost
I
like
take
a
that
trend.
information so like kind of sacred.
Right.
When someone tells me something about going on in their life, I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll give my opinion, but I'm not going to share it with anyone.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting because in the same boat of all of this kind of like difficulty in dating, which may be playing into this number, share of first marriages ending in divorce is below the trend line of 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, 2000s.
Yep.
It's only marginally above the 1950s. So like divorce rate is like drastically declining.
But what about the number of marriages?
So that is the thing that I was looking for. Like the
ChatGPT, probably?
what?
I feel like ChatGPT would have it.
I'm sure if we put this graph in there. So I think people who are getting married, the divorce rate is actually declining.
Right.
And I believe that. Like,
Which is actually impressive because you would kind of think the opposite.
and I was thinking about this. Think about it from a young person's perspective today. In 30 years ago, when you were getting married, you knew very little about the person you were marrying.
Yeah.
Today, you know everything.
Right.
You know how you literally can go look and follow their entire journey and be like, is this person, you could find a red flag on social media in 5 seconds.
Right.
If they're on, Twitter, 3 a.m, yelling racial slurs,
Right.
you know what you're getting into. You
Right.
may love that, and that's your person.
Yeah, you're like, finally,
like,
my
you know
person.
what? I love that bigot.
Yeah.
That bigot is me.
I've been-
Or there's some celebrity's Instagram photo.
Yeah,
Right,
like
right,
whatever.
right.
You know what you're getting yourself into. But simultaneously, it probably also calls out a lot of situations where people are like, not the right fit. I'm not going to get down with this person.
Yeah.
Did you see what they posted on social media? So I think that has filtered out like a high quality relationship.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's just, that's why I also kind of think that like the T app and all this stuff, even though it's like so toxic and gross, like I don't know that it really represents reality.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know that it's that much different. Like out at a bar.
Yeah.
I've been out at things. I have friends who are much more like aggressive who have been out at things, and like people are still just randomly walking up to each other
Yeah.
and talking.
If that's happening in LA, I know it's happening everywhere else. I was just more,
Yeah, I bet Nashville, it's chaos.
that's happening.
Yeah, people are just.
I was more curious about LA, or like, because I'm not out in LA, so I have no idea. Are
I
people
think
walking up?
so.
But even
I-
some of your employees that are single, they're now like getting, maybe former employees, to 28, 29, and none of them have relationships.
Yeah.
Which I think I started dating a man around 28, 29, and then it became like more serious. And I was also someone that was out all the time, like some of the people I'm talking about. And then I was like, okay, yeah, this is the new thing.
Yeah, but it was different. Like, I think for our age group, getting married was like kind of a must.
I still think, I don't know. I'd be curious to see marriage rates, but Josh, do you have any info on marriage rates?
Yeah. So according to ChatGPT, in 1900, out of 68 marriages per 1,000 unmarried women, peaking to 92 per 1,000. And in 2022, it dropped to 31.3 per 1,000.
Did you say 1900?
Yeah, that's what ChatGPT gave me.
What is it?
We're
Was the
talking about
wheel
like horse
there?
and buggies? I'm talking
By the
about
way, I didn't hear anything he said. So.
he said rates are up.
Okay.
I'm talking like,
You said races are up?
Yeah, that too.
Racism is up.
I'm talking like 95.
It gave 1900,
Yeah, look, I
2022.
think the bigger confusion will be if my hypothesis is that 28 is more like 40 now, and
Yeah, I
for
think that's true.
healthy people, life expectancy has gone through the roof.
Yeah.
And so I don't think a 28-year-old feels the same pressure that a 20-year-old felt 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So today, a 28-year-old is like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not getting married anytime soon.
Yeah.
I got married at 36. And by the way, like, probably relatively still on the younger side in LA.
Yeah.
Like, I could have got married at 45 and fit in great.
Right. I also just want, I think what I'm saying is like, and we'd have to see the numbers to really know, but the divorce rate thing kind of makes me feel this way, is like, there were plenty of bitter guys and girls, I'm not going to make it a girl thing, before the T app, before there was internet.
Yeah.
It just like is giving people a place. So like if you go on TikTok and you make a rant and say, man, there's so many good guys out here. I'm glad I found the love of my life. Marriage is awesome. It's just not going to go viral. But if you're on there complaining
It's like
about
Call
your
Her Daddy. That's how she
Right.
went viral.
right, and
Just
like
talking
every
shit about guys.
movie, it's all about like how terrible, and let me hear your worst dating horror story, and let me hear your. No one wants to hear about this great date you
Well,
went
it's
on.
the same thing. He was talking about how you didn't say one person who said the movie was good. You said Portnoy shit on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you talked about.
Because that's what gets the attention, and I think
Yeah.
Portnoy knows that. But like, that's what I wonder is like, are the numbers actually different, or is it just, everyone has a phone to rant on?
I'm more interested in not the numbers, like what is happening at a bar.
We need the boys to tell us.
Yeah, but like
I bet the boys. If you ask the boys,
nothing's it's same.
yeah,
They're crushing.
Business as usual.
yeah.
The boys are crushing
Yeah.
because they have
But they
confidence.
live in Venice. They live in LA. Like I want to know just average.
You want to know where, like Middle America,
Yeah, like I want to know like
like a Chicago bar.
if you're a bartender and you're watching dynamics over the last 20 years,
yeah,
is it any different 20 years ago than it is today, or is it exactly the same?
gotta be the same. I
Good
bet you
question.
people. I bet you it's thing. This would be my guess, and then we can wait for our DMs. But I would imagine that people are a little bit more reserved because of like social media cameras.
Canceling, yeah.
Like I would imagine 20 years ago, people might have been a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. But I think the number of guys talking to girls is the same.
Yep.
That'd be my guess.
Yep. Okay.
If you've been a bartender for 20 years,
Hit us up.
hit us up.
They'd be good data
Yeah,
collection
they would know what's going on.
Yeah.
because they see everything.
But I think that things like this app, I mean, once again, I don't really want to support like people's driver's license getting leaked, but like you kind
Well,
of
so
deserve it.
the site got hacked. Driver's license are leaked. There's the rating site on the girls, and then there's been kind of retaliation apps. One's called Box Score.
Box score is, I mean, great branding.
I mean, unbelievable.
I don't know
name.
what box score is.
It's the retaliation app where
where you could judge
so
girls.
just think about it for a second.
Okay, got it.
Yep. That's So that's they made that in rebuttal.
Yeah, in rebuttal, which is, I mean, look, for content purposes, all of it's great.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Gen Zers. The other just Gen Z update. I wish we had we need a Gen Z correspondent.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
Well, I feel like we're gonna move into Gen Alpha so fast. Like this podcast
Right.
is so old.
Like, what we need is
I'm
like
gonna need my fucking kids here to be like, yeah,
you're right.
lit, gas.
yeah.
Gang, gang.
But I wish we had like a 22-year-old like Morgan Stewart
Yes.
at 22
Yes.
to just come
The
in
new
once a month.
22-year-old.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to look into that. Anyway, okay. So the new trend, because this blows my mind, I don't even believe it's real, but we need our correspondent, is the new Gen Z trend is that when they answer the phone, apparently, they don't say hello. So apparently they just answer the phone. So maybe we have some parents who listen or Gen Z kids
It's true. I've talked to relatives in the last couple of months.
like little cousins, you mean?
Yeah, little cousins, and I'm like, hey, can I call you? Like, yeah, I have time. Call me, and I call them, and I'm just waiting for them to say hello, and I'm just like,
They just answer.
2, 3, 4. I'm like, hey, are you there? He's, oh yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
And it's
Oh,
because they have what,
man.
anxiety?
I don't know if it's anxiety. I think it's just like
That's the vibe.
the vibe. Yeah.
Gang doesn't say
Gang,
hello,
gang.
man.
Chat.
Yeah, the chat doesn't say hello.
I mean,
What an absurd.
I mean, you have young employees. You have young employees.
They all
Do
say
people say hello?
But they're talking to me also in like a work.
yeah, I mean, look, I think people in the workforce are a little different because you have to communicate to get a job.
Right.
So
right. Most of the people not saying
You have
hello.
to
don't have
interview.
jobs.
You have to interview at some point.
Yeah.
That's why unemployment for Gen Z is so high because they go to the meeting and they don't
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, that's why they're living with their parents.
What's fascinating about this is I was thinking about it through the lens of like this entire generation grew up with technology. And 25 years ago, even when we were growing up, 30 years ago, having a computer was, you had money. Having access to technology, you had money. Because so I went to college in 1998. In 1998, college is where computers were at. Napster started, I think in 97 maybe. And 98 was like, it went maniac where peer-to-peer sharing of music and college kids had access to the internet and college is where the internet really like exploded. Then 6 years later, Facebook and all these things happen. And technology has always been like the axis of the elite. And then over time, thanks to like technology, it became accessible to everyone, right? Everyone got a phone, everyone got access to technology, and everyone got the information. And I think about it through the lens of my kids. We're going to swing the other way. No technology childhood is going to be the elite.
I think you're right.
You're going to go the other way, where like kids who have EQ and understand emotional intelligence and know how to communicate will be the elite. And the kids who sit on their phones.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
that's the.
But
You already see, I will say,
25 years ago, it was like,
It
it was like the kids who had the computers.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
curious because you talk to
Yeah.
a ton of folks in venture Silicon Valley that are probably a lot younger than you.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure you talk to investors that are a lot younger than you. So I had a call last week.
I'm still young, dude. Don't lump me in with you.
You're not that young anymore.
No, you're not young anymore.
I'm a
Just
fresh-
keep boxing and
I'm a-
throwing those
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, you're like a
heavy
Brian
balls.
Johnson, but like, your physical age is old.
Right.
So, anyways, I had a call with someone who started their venture career in 2017. So 8 years ago.
Okay.
So he's probably got to be 28, 29.
Yep.
And it was just a casual, like kind of
Catch up
meet. And I caught myself having to keep talk because he wouldn't say anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was just like, I would say something and I would hope for a response. And then he was listening, he was engaged,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't engage back and
I
say
know,
like,
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that like this Gen Z trend is a trend of a bunch of kids that grew up glued to their phone, glued to YouTube,
Right.
and the impact of that is their social emotional intelligence is probably a little lower than we need them to be, and how it's going to overcorrect is people with money are not going to let their kids use phones. And we know that in Silicon Valley, you can't fucking bring your phone to
No.
school.
yeah, no chance.
But if you go to like Chicago, everyone has their
Right.
phone.
I'll say a difference I have seen, and I'm not saying it's only these people, but is the way that different parents allow their kids to use like iPads.
Yeah.
Is like a lot of, this sounds fucked up, but I don't think it is. I feel like a lot of like lower income or even middle class
Yeah.
people, like just kind of like give them the thing
Yeah.
and like shut up for hours.
Yeah.
And there is no,
Or put a movie on.
there's no
I mean,
wealthy.
we're guilty of it too with our 3-year-old.
I'm talking about
So
just iPad for hours. All I was going to say to finish my statement is there's no wealthy person that I know who
No.
lets their kids do that.
So
They have very
I-
disciplined screen time.
one of the reasons I was gone last week, I was on a family vacation for like 9 days. We took our iPads. I refused to bring it to any restaurant,
Mhm.
anywhere. I was like, no, we're here. We're traveling.
Mhm.
We're going to be present. But we would go to restaurants. We would go to airports. We took a lot of flights and we saw kids. And it's a very good observation. It does feel like,
Yeah, it feels that. I'm not saying it's all. Like, obviously, there's rich kids that are on their iPad all day
Of
and their
course.
parents don't care about them.
Yeah.
Obviously, that there's
Yeah.
lower income people who, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it seems like a trend
yes.
that like healthier, more successful parents know the danger of it
Yes.
and don't let their kids do it early.
You can't like. Here's the reality: like iPad, TV content, it's addicting. It's very addicting. The way that it is consumed today,
Right.
It's insanely. It was addicting when we were growing up. Now it's like fucking crack.
Yeah, literally.
And I think the problem is, it's like a babysitter for
Yeah.
a family.
So tempting.
It's so tempting.
Yeah.
And if you can withhold, man, it is such a difference.
But I also think like, sorry to jump in, but like if you can afford like a nanny,
Yeah.
then you don't need the iPad. You know, like it's
So
a healthier childhood.
I'll be in the middle. I took a family trip. I had the iPads. I didn't bring it. We didn't have a nanny with us. And at lunches and dinners, we had meltdowns.
Yeah.
There was a night where with our friends, one of our Miles melted down.
Yeah.
and Haley had to grab him and take him out. And
Yeah.
we could have easily thrown him an iPad, but it's like, what are we teaching him by doing that? I'd
Right.
rather him fucking scream and yell and like learn. You can't
Right.
get to stay up late. You know,
Right.
it is a very interesting thing that like I always believe like when you look at all the trend lines when it comes to Gen Z and Gen Alpha and children, ultimately it is the parents' responsibilities.
Yeah.
People want to blame teachers, they want to blame schools, they want to blame YouTube, they want to blame social media.
Right.
But at what point is the parent responsible for the way their children are raised?
Yeah.
And I think like as a parent, you have a choice. It fucking sucks when you can't put out the iPad. It's hard.
I get it.
But what are you gonna teach them?
Yeah, I get it. That's just a good take. I don't know that I've heard it's people probably say it, but I don't know that I've heard that take.
Yeah.
That in the future difference will be
Like,
kids that were raised.
The future leader of this country,
Yeah.
when you call them, they say, hey,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, literally.
That's it.
Yeah.
The next president
That's
in
what it takes to
25
be
years
president, yeah.
will be a guy
But think
or
about
gal
how-
that picked up the phone and said, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah.
How low the barrier is now. You say hello.
From communication, the barrier. So intelligence is not low.
No, of course not.
Intelligence is off the
Obviously.
charts.
Yeah,
But communication, but that's my point.
But
Is
don't you
that
feel like maybe too a little bit like I think all that we just said is right, but like don't you think this is also just like a trend, like kind of like how adults probably looked at sagging your pants when we were kids?
no, but social media
think
is
they're
like
just-
fucking worse than any drug that you could ever
I
create.
will
Do you think
say,
it's beyond
I'll
a
give
trend?
a
No.
quick counter on YouTube
Yeah.
because we have a 3.5-year-old daughter and she gets educational stuff during breakfast.
Yeah.
She's learned so much.
Right.
Her language, her ability to communicate
Right.
is all from fucking YouTube.
I mean, there's definitely a huge positive. It's just I think
I know,
to
but
what
like
we were
if
saying
you
is like
believe,
I mean, we don't let her do it all day.
Yeah,
we're
but,
just saying.
but
I'm not saying it's all bad.
you've said this in the pod. AI, you don't need to learn anymore.
correct. You don't.
So there's
You don't
nothing
need to know how
learn.
to speak. You don't even
the
need to know
only
how to
thing
say
you
hello.
can learn is EQ, emotional and social
yeah,
intelligence.
but she, I mean, my 3.5-year-old, if I say something, she goes, "Awesome, dude."
Yeah.
I'm like, "How'd you
Right.
figure that out?"
Right. I'm talking about. I'm not talking
That's
about that.
iPad.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about like when you go to a restaurant and you're like, okay, kids, here's your iPads.
Yeah, that's different.
Just shut the fuck up. You know.
Like I take our daughter to dinner, we just do crayons and shit. I don't bring an iPad.
Like I would imagine there's kids that at home just have free access to an iPad.
Probably 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah, and then I think like that. I would say watching. It's interesting when we were traveling. I turned on the TV. Like they obviously did watch TV.
Right.
We got home to the hotel, and I turned on the TV, and they had to sit through commercials, and they're like,
brutal.
"What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And
What the
sad
fuck?
to say, but commercials probably saved our generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're getting pharma ads.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's cirrhosis.
I know, but like,
I think I have cirrhosis of the liver.
yeah. But at least like you had you were not control. You were
Yeah.
not in control.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think like it was interesting to watch them. They were watching, I don't know, some cartoon, and there was like every 5 minutes there was ads.
Yeah.
Because we were in another country. And like I was like, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of patience that teaches, that I didn't even think about. Yeah. Okay. What about Epstein?
Got to talk about
Well,
it.
what's our update?
Weekly update.
What's our update since
What's
when?
the update?
Since
So-
we talked.
I thought it was Ghislaine, but it's Ghislaine.
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. What is
Ghislaine
it?
might be what they called it.
Ghislaine is
That might
way
have
better.
been- That might have been her name on the
Given
island.
what they're getting arrested for, Ghislaine is the right name.
So I
You
was
don't have to give her
I
respect.
think it's
She's a
Ghislaine.
fucking child
I know,
trafficker.
yeah, I know. I think it's Ghislaine.
Who gives
I
a
think it's
fuck what her name is?
Right.
so I was watching.
Ghislaine.
I've actually done this every Sunday. I watch Meet the Press. It's 8 a.m. My kids sleep a little later, so I have some time.
What's that on?
NBC.
CC.
So it used to be Tim Russer. He was like the famous
Who's the host now?
I actually don't even know her name, but she's good.
Yeah.
Anyways, she had Ro Khan on and a Republican from Kentucky. I think his name's Tim Massey. And they bipartisan are like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
Right.
they blew it. The administration blew it on Epstein.
And
Blew it.
you know, they
No
laid
pun
out the
intended.
facts and they
Is
said there's like 1,000 plus underage girls that were trafficked through this island.
Right.
And they're trying to redact the names, but get the people who were involved. Because the administration's saying, oh, we're trying to protect the people that were the victims.
They
And
don't
they're
care.
like, great,
Right.
we'll redact all the names.
Yeah.
And I just don't get how they're getting away with it. She has limited immunity. Don't even know what that means now.
Yeah.
Trump is potentially pardoning her. Obviously, if she says no Trump, she's pardoned.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think. Here's my honest opinion.
It's the most corrupt thing that is in our face.
Yes. So I want to add. I think there's way worse things that are happening.
Sure, but this is in
But
our
I
face.
think this is in our face, and it's been going on for like a decade now. I think the original Miami Herald article is like 10 years old at this point.
yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, if I were to just like put on my tinfoil, which it's permanently on.
I think tinfoil is the new mainstream media.
So it is
Yeah.
definitely, it's more believable than
Yeah, it
mainstream
is.
media.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants to blame Trump for what's the Jon Stewart getting fired? No,
No, Colbert.
Yeah.
whatever.
Which
Fire
is
him
the
both.
dumbest thing in the world.
This business sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, he was
It's a
losing.
bad business.
He was losing 40 million
But
a
once
year.
again, it's the media, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, stick to your
Okay,
point.
so I'm thinking about Epstein, and I'm like, thing that I don't think that like the average person, everyone wants to know what happened. Everyone believes it's like Mossad.
Right.
I think that's a psyop. I'll tell you what the psyop is. It's CIA. Do you think Israel is more powerful than the U.S. government? I don't
No.
think at anything is Israel
And now people
better
are
than the
saying-
U.S. government.
But let me just say one thing. I'm not saying this, but that is the common internet belief
Yes.
at the moment.
That's the psyop.
That the CIA and the U.S. government answers to the
No,
Mossad
but
and the Israeli
If I
government.
was CIA, that's the best psyop.
Right. But the
You
reason
mean
why.
blame it on them?
Yes,
Yeah, that's fair.
because he's an American.
It's just like the one thing that I just got to
He's
point
not
out.
Israeli.
I mean, but he also had the Ehud Barak at his house.
Sure, whatever.
The
Because it's
unfortunate
CIA.
thing is he had a building painted like the Israeli flag. I'm not saying that means anything.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
just saying
but
like,
I think
it's
that's
a little,
part of the psyop.
right.
Like I think the internet. I'm gonna go with this. I don't think the internet is smarter than the CIA. That's my belief.
You believe in all conspiracy theories.
I know,
How
but
do you
like-
not believe in this one?
I do believe in. I do
No, he
believe
just
in.
has a different layer.
I have a
of-
different lane.
Yeah.
My lane is what's the best way to control the citizens of the United States? Why does Israel care to care? What? So that we send them weapons? We're going to send them weapons. We send everyone weapons. Who's a fuck? You want a weapon? You get a weapon.
Yeah, but the conspiracy theory that I want to be careful even fucking repeating is that with AIPAC and that the Mossad spies, I mean, I think people have said this openly, spies on the US government. And if you have AIPAC and you have US government leaders, and it's a perfect Israeli op to compromise our own.
So I would look at it differently. The people involved in the Epstein case are the most powerful Americans.
Right.
No, nothing else.
Right.
What better way than to control? And we know historically, CIA has always tapped in. So Martin Luther King, JFK, like they've been very controlling of the most powerful Americans. So wouldn't the American government rather control these people?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's fair.
I don't know. I'm just saying that I have what I've seen on social media is that the popular, like, growing belief in the country with just citizens is that Israel controls us.
I think if I'm the U.S. government, that's the best psyop. Blame Israel, promote all these Palestinian protests, fucking do it all.
Right.
Blame Israel while we control. U.S. government controls. It's the best.
But either way, if it's either one of those, they're not releasing it. That's why.
And they're going to release a limited version.
Yeah, the
That's going to be
problem is-
bullshit.
and-
Whatever we get released, it's going to be complete bullshit.
I think Dan Bajorno or whatever, Bongiorno, whatever,
yeah.
who's like the deputy director of the FBI, tweeted, it's going to shock you. I can't even accept it, blah, blah, blah. I actually agree with him. I don't think we are ready for the truth. In this case, I think the truth breaks most of the country. And historically, if you watch all the movies, the commentary was always around like you can't handle the truth, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to know what's really going on.
I agree with that.
And I think if I'm just being like average Joe American, you're probably right. I don't want to know.
Sure, I don't want. But I think the problem is you have guys like Rogan who have 20 million listeners an episode. They're relentless. Like I don't know if you saw. I forget who he had. I don't know if he had Mike Baker on, the CIA guy.
Yeah, he did.
And he just like, this is a joke.
Mike Benz?
No, Mike Baker.
Oh, okay.
He's a CIA guy that's always on Rogan.
Yeah.
And
but
he's just like, this is a joke. They edited the video.
Right.
Yeah.
There was 3 bones broken. That can happen in a hanging.
Right.
And he said Cash lied on my podcast and everyone gave him shit for not pushing back.
Right.
He's like, I'm just going to let the internet handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. But I think that it's probably like, I think Trump fucked himself by talking about it so much on the campaign.
Yeah.
And now he's here. And so everyone's like, where is it? And then
it's going to be
you
some
can't really.
bullshit
And he's at his
version.
wedding.
Yeah.
Epstein's at his wedding.
Yeah. And it's just like, here's the other thing is like,
Epstein is like incredible at just being everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I forgot what movie.
Was he famous before he got exposed? I know he was in the socialite circles, so he got exposed a decade ago, kind of like people were.
Yeah, but I bet you if you ask someone in New York, they're not going to tell you today. But like in the early 2000s, did you know Jeffrey Epstein? They're going to say yes.
Like, was he at
in those circles,
like the hot clubs?
Yeah, Sweet 16,
sure.
Fucking early 2000s. Yes, he was.
I bet
there.
he was for sure.
100%.
Yeah. But the problem too with
So
the
is
list is
Jizzy.
that old Jizzy Jizz.
Yeah.
The problem with the list is like I also believe that there are people that met with him and maybe even went to the island that didn't
participate.
Right. And so what is the list? All the people that visited the island? Well, now you're going to throw a bunch of people out to the wolves of the internet. Like it's messy no matter what. Even if you look at it through like
look,
because here's the bullshit
here's
part
where
of it.
I draw the line. If you went to the island once and you're on the list, I'm okay. If you're like a Bill Gatesy guy 26 times or whatever.
Clinton 29.
Right.
29, then
they should say, look,
his wife went on fucking CNN.
I know, that's wild.
Gates' wife.
Gates.
They should say, here's the list of everyone who went to the island 5 or more times.
If you went 3 or more times.
2 or more times.
2.
If you went back.
If you
And they're
went
saying
once,
the
I will
girls-
give you the pass. You could look. I've gone to parties
Yeah.
where I've walked in and
Right.
I've said, "Whoa, this is not for me."
Right.
After hours, 4:30 in the morning, Hollywood Hills. I was like, "I'm out."
Yep. Twice. If you
But
went
I don't want
twice.
to go to jail for that shit.
Twice
I didn't
or
do
more.
anything.
Yeah, you don't want to be
But
on
if
the
I
list.
went back the second time,
Yeah.
lock me up.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
won't catch me locking me up.
Yeah. Twice or more. Release that list.
And they're saying the girls were like from Eastern Europe, Russia.
You know, there's also a conspiracy theory that that's Trump met Melania through.
Yes. So I read the Melania. Melania was
Just
obviously,
saying, it's a good one.
know,
It's a good one.
Melania might have been trafficked.
That's what I've heard. That's the rumor. The rumor is that she's a big advocate for trafficking and stuff
because
she had
She was.
experienced it.
Well, what's interesting is like I travel a lot, and I'm in
Travel
I've literally
or
been in the
traffic?
every airport.
You travel or you traffic a lot.
I sit in traffic. I don't traffic.
Right, got it.
But I'm in airports all the time, and literally all over the world, all you see is trafficking ads.
Yeah.
If you see trafficking, here's what I think: if it's at an airport in like the random fucking city,
Yeah.
that means it is so fucking blatant that kids are getting trafficked.
Yeah.
That you can't even imagine.
It's
think
in
it
And
is.
then LAX International Terminal 2 weeks ago, my wife's like, "What are you taking a picture of?" Wildlife trafficking. Wildlife is being trafficked.
How are they getting on
They ran
planes?
out of-
Yeah. What are you doing? You're taking a mountain
You ran out of girls. You got to have a giraffe stuffed in your bag.
I mean, to your point, like if I think I flew JetBlue not recently, but somewhat recently, and in the bathroom, They say if you're being trafficked, please notify
Yeah.
a flight attendant.
In the plane.
That means it's really popular.
It's bad. It's very
If you have
bad.
to put up posters.
I mean, I know Atlanta because it's a big
Hub.
international hub. It's everywhere.
That's so
Yeah.
scary though. That means that like people's daughters are just getting snatched up
Yeah.
and never to be seen again.
Well, I actually think it's the other way around. I actually believe that there's a lot of people that are immigrating to this country through trafficking.
Right.
And those are the people that are like,
At risk.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
I
if
was,
it said the airport,
I was
You're
told,
being
but
trafficked
look,
on this
I think
JetBlue flight.
if a Native American is being trafficked, more than likely it ends up on the news. Right? You're gonna.
but that's my question: is does it maybe not?
Oh, you think they're just hiding it?
Yeah.
so I was told by
Like, I mean, how many missing kids were there this year? I bet that number's crazy. You haven't seen any of them.
Look that up.
I was told by a famous baseball player that I went and met with at a big team.
Mhm.
I don't want to say the names. And he said the Secret Service and FBI went to the team to tell them, security, you're getting robbed.
Right.
They know when you're leaving,
Yeah.
like get your security proper.
Right.
And they said, number 2, child trafficking is through the roof.
Child
So like protect your
trafficking.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Through the roof. You haven't heard about it once.
So in
Bad.
2020, in
In
2024,
1990.
1990, and 2020,
1900.
yeah, 1900. I mean,
in 2024, there's 29,568 cases of missing children in the United States.
Wow,
That's
That's
a
a
crazy number.
fuckload.
91% of those cases were successfully resolved.
Okay,
okay.
so that's 3,000 kids. That's
That are
still a
gone.
shitload.
That's a lot. Just to be gone. And
Gone.
they're just gone.
God,
And resolved could mean like killed.
they were. Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't mean found and safely, happily returned home.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So Ghislaine has like, Ghislaine's not going to see the light of day, but like,
No, she might.
No.
Just keep Trump out of the list.
no.
But what are they? Why are they talking about
Trump
pardoning
might
her?
keep her alive, but other people might not.
They're talking about like pardoning her in exchange for a testimony or something.
So the DOJ interviewed her.
Mhm.
We have no idea what.
And they said
What they
limited
said.
immunity might be offered. Limited.
Oh,
and
right,
then
right, right.
Trump was on the tarmac in Scotland.
Right.
And they asked
In
him,
exchange
are you
for-
willing to pardon her?
Right.
She goes, oh, I haven't thought about that. Maybe.
Yeah.
In
Very nice
exchange
putt
for
in
the
Scotland.
list, right?
Oh, can we talk about Trump golfing, please?
He had a
Drama?
great putt though.
Yeah, I just saw the ball drop.
There's like multiple clips of him
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah,
And that's known. And like my golf friend that is at Bel Air has a bunch of MAGA golf friends, and
Yep.
they're like, he's the most notorious cheater.
Yeah.
Of anyone in
but
golf.
I
that
saw a
doesn't
putt,
surprise
he
me.
looked
There's
great.
nothing about that surprises me. But he's still better at golfing than I thought. Like from that Bryson DeChambeau video. Not that they didn't maybe cheat in that too, but
How does he have the energy?
Golf.
I mean, the
Just
guy
go
got
to
shot in the
Scotland.
head and kept,
Have you heard the conspiracy on that?
What's
That's
that?
a
Fake
TikTok
too.
thing
Oh, what's that?
that it was all staged.
The whole thing.
TikTok's on it right now.
But what about the guy that died?
He's a plant.
He's a plant.
So I don't even want to laugh. I feel so bad
That's
for laughing.
crazy.
But someone fucking died.
But that's also the epitome of like literally.
Because
I feel like
they show videos of Trump's team
yeah, but someone
ushering
died.
the photographers to
But
take
someone did
photos
it.
of him.
It's too risky to take the chance. He doesn't die and someone.
I'm just saying we like conspiracies. That's a
If
TikTok
someone didn't die,
conspiracy.
I feel so bad that I laughed. Fuck.
I didn't
can't die.
laugh.
well, no, it's a valid. I feel like it's. I feel like you're in the clear there. It's just. I think it's a testament to the fact that nothing is believable anymore.
No.
And especially when you add AI and deep fakes and all this shit.
No.
I mean, I think even to your point, like I feel like I almost feel, I wouldn't say this as like a real take, but like I almost feel like AI and all this shit is going to like render the internet like useless. Like it's just schizophrenia.
Yeah, just whatever you want.
Yeah. And like instead
Whatever.
there has to be
It's
some
choose
sort of,
your own adventure. Do you know the
You know-
book?
yeah.
Yes, it's choose your
So-
own adventure.
Instead, it's like, hey, I decided to go back to normal life where like it's my 5 friends that I know
Yeah.
who they are and that they're not CIA fucking
Yeah.
lizard people.
Yeah.
So to me, I got affected by sports AI,
Yeah.
where I was fooled by like all these clips, and now I have no idea if
Right.
it's a real thing or not. I have no idea what to believe.
That's what I'm saying.
But
it's gonna
now
make-
it's escalating to like real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sports is like bullshit. Whatever.
but I think it'll go back to what I was saying earlier, where like the elite will just disconnect from social media, and they're just going to live and have the best lives ever.
But everyone else
because
is
they're not
literally
going to be on
gonna
their phone,
Yeah.
and they're not going. And then low income people are going to be addicted, get trapped into all of these conspiracies.
Right. It's like
fake clips.
QAnon is going to be just everyone.
Exactly. And I think like rich people and it's going to mimic what's unfortunately happening everywhere else in the world where there's like rich people and there's not. I think UBS posted or said a survey, 1 in 15 people in America are worth $1 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
1 in 15.
1 in 15.
Right.
That's insane.
And 14 are going to be QAnon.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like, I think.
Well, it goes back
Although
to
there's
like
a lot of millionaires that are like super crazy.
yeah, and yeah, of course, it's super crazy. But like, when you think about like, where does everyone hang out? What, you know, every city I go to, all over the world, people are inviting me to members clubs.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, New York, there's like 12, right?
12 is like 100, literally 100.
Really?
Yes, you know, if you went to Harvard, there's the Harvard Club. You went to Penn, there's the Penn Club.
Right.
There's like fucking 1,000 fucking members clubs in every city. It's just weeding out like where you see people and where you hang out with people.
Right.
It's
Right.
fucking crazy.
It is crazy. Okay. We have a survey of Americans who have placed a bet in the last 6 months. So we talk a lot about betting and how, you
Mhm.
know, FanDuel and DraftKings and all the stuff on your phone and more accessible than ever and all that stuff. So what do we got?
So I'm going to caveat this. I was an addictive gambler.
Yes.
I have not placed a bet since the day I got married.
That was the deal.
That was August 2016.
That's really good.
Not placed one fucking bet. And I'm talking about I was degenerate.
Yep.
I would bet 50 bets on a Saturday on college football.
Yeah.
Lose.
35.
Most of them, yeah. The majority. All you got to do is lose the majority, yeah. Yeah.
And then and the only people who gamble a lot would appreciate this. You're betting Hawaii on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You're desperate.
Yeah, because it's 9 p.m.
9 p.m. game. You're just like banging off.
Because it's 6 p.m. in Hawaii.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
bad. There's a new U.S. News survey of Americans who've placed a bet in the past 6 months. This is fucking scary.
Yeah.
25% have been unable to pay a bill because of gambling.
25% of Americans.
Of who placed a bet in the last 6 months. 30% have debts.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Just-
of the people that are actually
Right.
gambling.
Yeah.
Okay.
30% have debts they attribute to gambling. 15% have taken out a personal loan to fund their wagers. 52% say they carry a credit card balance from month to month. 25% worry they can't control their gambling. 21% say they verbally abuse an athlete either in person or online.
That's amazing. That's
Because
the
they
best
didn't hit
one.
like a yards.
And I said this, the moment online gambling became legal in this country on this podcast, fucking disaster. I'm an addicted gambler.
Right.
You cannot, it should be fucking illegal.
there
It
needs
should
to be
banned.
friction.
It should be banned. All of it should be banned.
Here's my question is like, don't you feel like we are just, there's this sort of bubble of like, not only the country's debt, but then like
Personal.
a firm debt and credit card debt and gambling debt. And like, it just feels like we're just finding new ways to stack on more debt.
Yeah.
Like not actually focusing on growing or health of any kind.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should be allowed to just get on an app if they don't have a bookie to just bet.
Well, the
I
thing
really
is,
don't
it's
think
like,
that.
You need the thread of your legs getting broken.
you know, if you want to
Yeah.
invest in
the old
companies,
school way.
you want to invest in companies, you want to invest in Robinhood, like they ask you a million questions. You want to fucking you light your money on fire on DraftKings, you
Right.
can do it in 1 second.
Right.
second.
That's a scam.
Yeah.
So I know your gym guys are Robinhood guys now.
Yeah.
Do they do like
No.
daily fantasy and all that?
No. They're smart. They're
Genius.
They're smart long-term investors. And
Warren
they all
Buffett.
listen. I'm not even really dissing them, to be honest. They're not gambling. I mean, some of their investing behavior is maybe mildly alarming, or maybe risky, but it's not gambling for the sake of gambling.
They're not doing it to watch a game on a Saturday.
No, and they're also not doing necessarily like a get rich quick sort of thing. Like they're all genuinely super invested and like following Twitter threads about earnings reports and stuff. So no, it's a different thing. I think those people are more like options people.
Got it.
These guys aren't options people.
Yeah.
It's just like, does that bubble ever pop, or do we just keep partying?
Yeah, I think you go till everyone loses all their money.
Because it's all a facade.
Yeah.
Well, the
Everyone
thing
has
is,
credit card debt, DraftKings debt.
if you go like Vegas, if you think about the revenue share of a casino, it's the slots,
Right.
where they make all their money.
Yeah.
And it's people with social security money, the retirement
Not
fund.
far from what FanDuel and DraftKings are.
Exactly.
Slots.
Yeah.
Daily fantasy.
Yeah, they're just
It's
like
a fantasy. It's literally called fantasy. Means it's not real.
It's just like, does this all mean nothing? Is this how it's all? No, it's not how it's always been. But like, everyone's
It has
living at
always
home.
been
No one
that
has
way.
money. No one can get a house. They're just
I
fucking
know, but
in debt.
before
They're
you used
yelling
to
at
fly
Kevin
to
Durant
Vegas to lose all the money. Now you could do it in the comfort
in
of
your
your
living
home.
room, in your parents' own home.
You know what was really interesting? Speaking of parents' home, there was an insane study that Berkshire Hathaway put out that between 13 million and 14 million boomers will abandon home ownership from 2026 to 2036, raising housing industry fears that such a large inventory of homes could lead to a price collapse. Meaning basically,
they're not giving it to their kids.
so they will, but like boomers more than likely have more than one child, 2 kids. Let's say minimum 2. So they're going to sell it. So the idea is that
There's oversupply.
oversupply. So right now we're very undersupplied.
Yeah.
So the next decade you might be oversupplied, and a ton of homes are going to come online, and who's going to buy them?
You know what's crazy? 5 years ago, we talked about this stat that 70 trillion was going to get, inherited. It's 90 now.
Because the
Damn.
market is ripping.
Yeah.
Because S&P just keeps going up.
20 more trillion.
Yeah.
Think about that.
By the way,
It's wild.
to put that into perspective, it's 90 trillion, right? The US debt is 36 trillion. If the boomers all woke up,
They need to
and,
just
and
do
as
a-
of now on Venmo and PayPal, you can now send money
To the government.
to the government.
They need to do their last
If
service.
all the boomers woke up and said, I have 200 grand, I'm going to send 60 grand to the US government,
Yep.
we're done.
We need to salute them for their final act of service.
Yes, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Every boomer who donates to the debt is given the Medal of Freedom.
Yeah.
Get someone citizenship.
They get to pick 5. 5. We're
Like a gold card.
I think we're
Yep.
debt free in 3 months. Imagine if you could say, okay, or like my kids don't have to pay property taxes or income tax.
Right.
You know what's funny? We
Right.
went.
You can
we-
do that. You could do some like crazy
You could do shit like
gift.
that.
Yeah.
And you just say, my kids and their kids never pay income tax. Here's 200 grand.
Yep.
You know what's funny? So yesterday, Dee and I went to our friend's dad's 80th birthday. You know who he is. And it's a bunch of 70 and 80-year-olds. They're all so rich,
Yeah.
but they live so modestly.
Yeah. That's it. Those
Yeah.
are the ones.
You know
Fuck
exactly.
that.
There's 90 trillion worth of that.
You know, we're burning it to the ground.
Yeah, I think they have to donate it.
And you would never know they have money. And I know exactly
I
who
think
they are.
I think we
Like,
should demand boomer. I think we should take boomers. We take 25% of all boomers' wealth, pay down the debt, and they did their service.
Yep. We'll see you later.
I think we just steal 25% of all boomers' wealth.
Yeah. Half won't notice.
They're like sleepy.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like
I
a
think
bunch of-
anyone
But think
over
about,
70.
like, this small community that we know.
Yeah.
And I know, everyone, where they live and what they do. And I'm like, I know you guys have so
So
much.
I think
Right,
anyone
right.
over 70,
There's
the
no-
government just takes 25% of their money.
That's a death tax.
the Patriot tax.
No, but we take it right now. We're
Today.
not waiting.
Oh, before it goes to the Gen Z that's going to
This
spray
gonna
it
blow
on.
it
Yeah,
up to
you're
the
gonna-
boo-boos and fucking.
We don't want you to spray it on like fucking foreign brands and
Yeah.
foreign liquor companies.
Yep.
America, we take it now.
I like it.
And then in return, you get, if
You
your
get
kids,
two people citizenship. What
if
do you
your
get?
kids marry
What's the-
illegal immigrants, you get citizenship. Your kid is a little wild child and,
Right. And
picks
you're
up a
dumb,
little
yeah.
illegal on the way.
Yeah.
You get citizenship.
I feel like you could do like no income tax for your dumb little kids.
Yeah.
You know?
You get 5 years, no income tax for your grandkids.
Yeah. These little idiots are working from home anyway. They don't even say hello. Do them
Yeah.
a favor.
5 years, no income tax. You get 2 illegals in. That's what it is.
I like it.
You
I like
pay
it
off
too.
the debt by December. Trump's
It's
hero.
gone instantly. You could do it in one wire transfer.
Yeah.
Just one, hey, today's tax day.
I just think it's crazy that it went from 70 trillion to 90 trillion.
well, and it's only going to go up.
Judging by what I just saw today, I think it's 91 trillion
I
tomorrow.
know, yeah.
The futures are hot.
Yes, real hot. That shit's 95 trillion tomorrow. Okay, what about fill me in on this Packers?
So Packers is actually a publicly traded stock.
Yep.
So
A bunch
it's-
of cheeseheads own it.
yeah. So we get to peek under the hood of
Wait,
an
is that a
NFL
fact?
company.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyone could be a Packers owner.
And you could buy it. You could be a Packers owner tomorrow.
But they're the only ones? Are they the only ones?
They're the only NFL team.
yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that.
So what happens is because of that, you have to disclose
Right.
all your financials.
That's cool.
And it showed that the Packers received a record $432 million in revenue sharing.
That's separate from the gate, separate from merchandise.
That's
Oh,
me.
That's
media?
that's media.
Just media? No. Licensing too must be. No gate from the like your stadium?
Like meaning like if you go to a Packers game, that's not revenue
Wow.
sharing.
That's from the NFL.
Yeah, that's from the NFL.
So 18 years ago, the NFL revenue sharing was 138 million per team. Now it's $438 million. When I look at that, this business of owning an NFL team, the cash flow of NFL is just,
Wild.
It's
It's going
unbelievable.
nowhere.
You know
Like
what's
not going away.
it's not going to, like, I'm telling you, when we live in like, so, there's like the dog days of summer where like it's slow, it's just like summer. I saw on July 4th a clip of Patrick Mahomes walking into Chiefs locker room. And they're like, oh, what are you doing for July 4th? He goes, I don't do fireworks on July 4th. I do fireworks in February.
That's
So I
hot.
play that for my kids. And they're like heads exploded because they're like, yeah, we do fireworks in February. Like, I don't know if that was like planted,
Yeah.
but like shit like that is so insane.
No, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you turn on any, because I turn on First Take at 7 a.m,
Yeah.
and it's just football now.
Yeah.
Right.
Leading up to, so this is a last Thursday. There will not be NFL.
Thank God.
It's pretty wild. Like I don't watch sports like that, but like there's a real like dead period.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy.
What's funny is I was, part of my family vacation. I was out of the country and I was talking about football, and out of the country, no one gives a shit about American football.
No, they do. There's so many European games.
I know, but like,
there's a Sao Paulo game.
I
I just
know.
think it's the
I-
same.
I-
like here you bring it up and it's like
yeah,
instant.
like,
Yeah.
and people in Europe care about soccer so much,
Yeah.
and like, I remember growing up, everyone was like, soccer is so big, nothing bigger than soccer, and I was like, no, NFL is one NFL team is worth like
More
a
than
league
all those franchises. Yeah.
combined, right?
Yeah.
It's not even a comparison. What NFL has done and what they represent to America is like, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I heard there was the last weekend of not football, I had chills.
And college game day.
I'm so jealous of that.
College game day is coming up. End of August.
Yes. I mean, I was sitting there looking at USC
Yeah,
schedule.
you know, so Pat McAfee kind of rejuvenated game day.
Yeah.
Now Portnoy's going to Fox.
Yeah, I'm so curious about that.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And now, because it's a competition, because
Yeah.
they're both personalities,
Yeah. But they have different games.
they overlap in the same stadiums.
But they like
But they're
each
not
other,
allowed to
right?
they're not allowed to broadcast both games.
Not broadcast, but they'll set up shop.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't think people who don't live in America understand how big football is.
No.
Probably not.
No, you can't imagine like
Yeah.
You know, like
I sent you an Archie Manning clip.
Yeah.
Like he's a quarterback. for
Archie
Texas.
Manning is the equivalent to the most famous person in Europe. It's like Lamine Yamal.
Did you show Dom the clip?
Yes. And I showed, and I would say this is showing an Archie Manning. Do you know who Archie Manning is? Peyton
It's
Manning's brother's
nephew.
kid.
Nephew.
Brother's kid.
Yeah.
Not
He's
Peyton
in college?
Manning's kid.
He's in college. He's going to be the starting quarterback of Texas. Texas is playing Ohio State week 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the biggest thing in America.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
his first year?
It's his 3rd year.
Yeah.
He's
Second year.
sat
Second
2
year.
years.
No,
Is it
just
first year
second
starting?
Second year. Last year he was a freshman.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, he's starting. He's the guy, and he's supposed
He's
to
a
be.
Manning. It's like
It's
like
royalty.
being Prince William.
Right.
He's football royalty,
Right.
and he's opening at Ohio State.
That's
I really want to go.
I want to go to with my kids. Like I think it's good for America.
yeah, it is. Yeah. That's when August? When's it start?
It'll be like first week of September,
Yeah,
end of
yeah.
August, something like that.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. I have so much FOMO. You know?
You
I
just
mean,
have to dive into football.
I know. I got a little more into it
Just
this year.
get into Archie Manning. He's
know
the
what's-
story.
What's really been helping me is those Netflix
Quarterback
or whatever.
receiver. Yeah.
yeah.
Really helps. I got to know who these guys are, man. I don't even know anything.
It doesn't matter. It's America.
I get it.
What are you, a fucking immigrant?
Yeah, we should deport you.
What are you,
What are you,
communist?
Polish?
You should get to El Salvador.
I know.
You don't
that's
like
how I
Archie
feel.
Manning.
I know.
You gotta,
That is
If
how
you
I
don't
feel.
like Archie Manning, you should be fucking deported.
Yeah. That'll clear out some.
and
You'll do
then
some
there was
numbers.
content of Archie Manning going to St. Louis. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
One of his receivers is from the hood in
Oh,
St.
yeah,
Louis.
I saw that. I saw.
And everyone's like, oh, Archie is a real
Yeah.
one. He
Oh,
went to
Archie's
the
a
hood
Wow.
and took pictures, went to the homes of the kids. This kid's like a bona fide star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like good on camera and stuff too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's great.
He's probably making $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Okay, here's final one that we'll end on is, so there's a new rule on, and you're going to have to explain this to me, but Temu's like literally just not allowed to undercut Amazon anymore on price. Now, my question is, obviously we talked about the de minimis loophole. Is it that?
I think,
Or it's just like, I don't know, dude, but one way or
That's
another.
it.
Yeah, okay.
that's it. So
I like it.
Timu's basically been told,
Waving the flag.
Yep.
well, no, the government has told them in
Yeah.
America, you can't undercut Amazon prices.
Yeah.
Because that's how Temu grew their business, right?
So
Right.
I think when you think about, the big announcement today was the EU US trade deal was announced. And, the specifics are still a little confusing. So I'm not going to comment on that. But the head of the EU did comment and said, it's not been fair that EU has been taking advantage of America. We're trying to balance it out equally. What's happening right now, like live, is that a lot of these trade deals, I don't think people appreciated that. Like America was just getting fucked in the ass. Fucked in the ass.
Right.
And now maybe we're getting fucked in the mouth.
At least we can see it coming.
You can see.
No pun intended.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, before
Ghislaine over here.
By the way, like I think the EU deal is like beneficial to the US,
Right.
but it's not the deal I would strike. I would fucking bury these guys.
I know.
I would bury the EU. I would bury fucking China. Fuck all of them. That's my opinion, because it's been so unfair for so long that like it's time to bury you. But I get it. In a negotiation, you got to play ball.
But also, look, it really affects Germany, in my opinion.
Well, they're the biggest.
EU, yeah.
Yeah.
And so cars are going to be more expensive now. And so like your Audi, your Mercedes.
Fuck those
everything.
cars.
I would have to imagine I have no idea, but I would have to imagine that if you took a look at everyone's sort of P&L, let's say, I don't think a lot of these countries can sustain with actually fair tariffs.
No.
You know, I think that might be part of the problem. Like maybe it's like, hey, like, okay, we've been fucking you. You caught us.
Yeah.
And like, can we meet here? And then like, I don't know.
Do we care if Audi and Mercedes go bankrupt?
No, we
I
don't.
don't give a shit.
We don't care at all.
But I would imagine there must be global like
but-
ramifications.
But trade deals, to be honest, benefit Americans because they aren't tariffs. Our goods are cheaper. So our goods are
but I think
going to
there's
be
two ways to
Audi
look at
and
it.
Mercedes is too expensive, we'll buy another car.
But I think there's two ways to look at it. Because there's no tariffs, our goods are cheaper. But because of the situation, also our jobs are less, or are, you know, like I think there's another way
Forget
to tell
jobs.
it.
Let's just say, assume there's no net positive jobs. American companies make more money. Let's just make it about money.
Right, but more money would mean more growth, more jobs. Probably.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, if people don't believe, I know there's a lot of people on the other side that don't believe that no jobs will be created. Fine. Like, I don't mind if a Ford costs 75% cheaper than Audi.
So-
Shit.
All in like launched like 7 podcasts in the last week. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw it.
I did. I saw that they were posting, but I didn't see it.
I listened to one of them, and there was this guy, and I don't know the company name, but he's basically trying to remanufacture and industrialize America. And it was actually the only case where I was like, oh, this is actually interesting. So he's doing like AI palleting. To be fair, do not know what that means.
AI what?
Palleting in a manufacturer.
Palleting.
like for pallets,
Palleting.
like a warehouse.
For
like a
pallets.
pallet.
Yeah, for pallets.
That's a hot idea.
And he made the case that his employees that he's hiring, none of them have ever been on a manufacturing place,
Mhm.
because they can do it because the AI handles the manufacturing side of it.
Right.
And that he's creating more jobs. And I was like, oh, this is one of the first AI creates more
See,
jobs.
look at this. We're turning optimists.
Yeah.
We tried to tell you.
Let's see if he pulls it off. It's a cool idea. You should listen to it.
I will.
It was
Because
actually
I
really
just-
interesting because no one's ever actually made the case why AI makes more jobs. And he said, look, you don't need to go to college. You don't need to have manufacturing ability.
Right.
You can show up to the factory and work.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's just like at a bare minimum, when you see what happened to Detroit and Cleveland and all these places,
Yeah.
if you reverse it, in theory, it's beneficial. And but I do think that the ramifications of truly fair trade are probably so massive that like you can't do it all in one.
Yeah. And I think fair trade. I saw an incredible tweet last week. It was 3 lines. Sell to America, earn in the UAE, live in Europe. And what it basically is, if we don't read between the lines, is the only opportunity in business is to do business in America. You want to earn in the UAE because there's no tax.
Right.
You want to live in Europe because it is the highest quality of life. That tracks.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, and by the way, Dubai, like the requirements to be a resident is basically nothing now.
They
Like-
want everyone.
They literally, you could start a business tomorrow. You can be a resident and fucking never go.
Right.
Go like once a week. No, once a year. Sorry, not even once a week. Once
right,
a year.
Right.
And you're going to get crowned a resident. So I think that's where we're heading. the only opportunity in the world is America. And whether people like it or not, Trump realized, I don't even think he realized it. I think he just did it because of ego reasons. Like, but the reality is like, there is no money to be made outside of America.
Definitely not Europe.
The thing that I don't get, if I'm just using really overly common sense math here, is the problem with that at scale is you're tapping into a consumer that has no economic growth themselves. And eventually that consumer gets tapped.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. If everyone, let's just say, okay, every entrepreneur then follows that model, which today that model does make the most sense for the best quality of life. Eventually, the consumer dies.
Yes.
Like we had a great consumer because of we built a great economy. But if you crush the middle class and you can crush the consumer's ability to buy things, then that it's just no longer the truth. That's what I wonder. The long game.
I'm not wondering. We're going to just keep booming.
Right.
The stock market will keep booming.
Everything's booming.
The
Crypto's
boomers will
hot.
keep booming.
Everything's booming.
Right.
You just have to be in the right place at the right time.
I just think like, man, you could see.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. You know, in the 90s, if you were in the factory in Cleveland, Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have social media. You didn't know that the world was about to change.
Right.
And Chinese manufacturing was going to take over the world and your job was going to be replaced.
Right.
Today, if you're sitting in whatever city in America or anywhere in the world and you know shit's about to change and you don't do anything about it, it's your fucking fault. I'm going to say that.
I hear you, but I just think like people don't even know like you don't know what to do. There's no like, it's just when you're in Michigan.
Okay, so everyone who's the AI person keeps saying about plumbers and HVAC and roofing and all these. Fine. Why don't you double down on that? Right? Like if you're in Michigan,
Right.
You know what? Being in heating in December in Michigan, I would assume is a good fucking job.
Right.
I remember vividly someone that from LA moved to DC and they ended up in air conditioning and he said, air conditioning in Virginia in the summer is fucking great business.
Right.
So like at some point, you have to use your brains.
Right. Look,
The
I agree
difference
with you.
is like we didn't know about globalization in the 90s and we didn't know what the impact is. We know what AI and technology is going to do.
Right.
So if you're sitting here listening to this podcast and you're like,
Right.
fuck you,
Right.
you're an idiot.
I agree with you. I agree with you to a degree. I think that asking, how many Americans are there? 300?
400.
Okay. I think asking 400 million people to live.
We'll call it less because of kids.
Right. So anyway, here's my point. Like that's how we live in this room. That's how we think, but we're the super minority, right? I think asking 200 million people to live by that standard is just not realistic. And I think that there needs to be, in order for an economy or a society to be strong, the people that do think that way have to create opportunity and sort of roadways for the people who don't. Because I don't think you're going to have any society where 200 million people are that hungry and ambitious and thirsty for knowledge and capable and don't have family issues or things that we don't even know about, sicknesses, illnesses, things that hold them back. I think that there's like it's sort of like if you go to school.
We're one of 5,000 communication points where everyone is telling these people like, hey guys, it's not in the 90s. No one could imagine that Chinese manufacturing was going to change the world the way it did, except the elite.
Right.
Today, the middle class should know that like AI is changing the world. If you don't jump on the train, you're fucked.
Right. Look,
Like, so in Ohio,
yeah.
so obviously Maverick Carter and Rich Paul are unique because we're with LeBron.
Yeah.
They came from nothing.
Yeah.
And they made this like incredible life and business
Right.
without any guidance, and they just did it.
Right.
Does that inspire people, or do people just think, oh, you're just with LeBron?
No, probably both. But my only point is like, you know how, like one thing that I hate about the super, I don't know if it's liberal or whatever way of thinking is it's very ideological. It's very like fantasy land or like that communism can work or socialism can work again or whatever. to me, I think that it is also ideological or fantasy land to think that 200 million people are going to be Rich Pauls or are going to be like, no matter how inspired you are, it's just people have different circumstances, maybe IQ levels, learning disabilities, all of these health issues, things. You just,
Yeah, I get it.
it's, I don't think that you should even aspire to have a country where 200 million people are like fucking super on top of it entrepreneurs that can adjust. And what you should do is those people who can do that should be able to create a pathway, because a strong, middle class, it also is really great for the elites, because that's who you're getting all your money. That's who's buying all your shit.
This is totally off topic, but I think the streamers are doing a disservice to the youth
Well,
because they're so negative.
But that's so broad. That's so general. Not all of them are.
Aiden, academics, all they do is talk shit.
That's like saying music is bad for people.
Yeah,
Some
they
of
talk
it
about
is.
murders and rapes.
Like Kai and them are
Kai
incredibly
is great.
positive.
Speed, Speed's great.
That's my point, though. There's a million. There's so many that are really positive and stuff. Those guys are just a little jaded.
All they do is talk shit.
But look, it's the same. I would compare it this way. I would compare the country to like owning a business. You don't want all of your employees to be as smart or strategic as you. That sounds good in theory, but the actual way that it works is
you need all levels.
Right. And by having them, by being able to be a leader and then have a group of people to support you, it allows you to do what you do and them to do what they do.
I will say, just to tie the bow, Speed's clips when he travels are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
The crowds.
Yeah, they're the most famous people on the planet.
It's,
but like,
how long does it
no
last?
one
I
really
don't know.
famous else travels to those places. 0 people who are famous will put themselves in the public. So
Well, that's also true. They do just kind of walk down the street.
really famous people don't do that.
I mean, LeBron was at that one restaurant.
No, LeBron's not walking down the streets of Paris and play soccer with me.
Right.
Those guys are. That's very different. Brad Pitt's not doing that. None of these people are doing that. They're just like, they're not famous for anything. So it's easy for them to just show up and sit and say, yeah.
It's just crazy that the people show up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
All right.
fuck yeah. Shout outs.
Shout outs. The first one from Anand's Burner.
It's not me.
Oh, man.
Anand's the best to ever do it. Great job.
Amanda, we see you.
Oh my God. Anand's Burner.
That's good. That's really good.
All right. Next shout out from Caro. Shout out to my incredible former boss, Megan, who just gave birth to her beautiful baby boy. She turned me on to group chat 6 years ago and also helped me shape my career. Forever grateful for our friendship and mentorship. Congratulations, Megan.
Congrats.
From Sebastian, shout out to Drama Beats.
Nice, Sebastian.
That's a little suspect with the hard eyes. Thank you, Sebastian.
From Sheena, wanted to give the best birthday shout out to my amazing life partner, Joey, whose birthday is July 24th. He's a hella OG listener. Before we were all dubbed Cathy's, and we were lucky enough to meet you all at your event at the Victorian a while back. Thanks for being kind.
Shout
Also,
out.
congrats to Joey on your work anniversary as a venue director at Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills.
Nice.
You're an incredible leader, ideal teammate, and consistently deliver exceptional results, always with a smile and kindest heart. So proud of you, grateful to be by your side, and can't wait to celebrate you. Thank you for being a beautiful light and love to me and everyone you encounter. P.S. If you guys visit the rooftop or want premium golf apparel for you and your fam, hit us up.
Shout out.
So we got to hook you up, Joey, with our like deep family friends, the Aldrams at the Waldorf Astoria. They listen to the pod, so we'll make sure you guys connect.
Yeah, that's good.
They own the hotel.
There, yeah. Shout out. There it is.
Great guys.
Okay, great episode. All three of us back in the studio. I know my mom's going to be happy with that.
But D's traveling Wednesday. Can you do
I'm
Wednesday?
out Wednesday, but I'm back next time.
We'll see. I have to look.
Is it tariff? What's the tariff update?
Well, it paused again.
Pause.
I'm learning when you learn. I literally just saw that and I'm like, okay, that's cool.
All right.
Okay, everyone have a great week. Thanks for listening. Peace.